Yo, it's your boy, Centel, NBA Live Bolton, coming back at you with Sonic the Hedgehog and politics. Now, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm showing this game capture footage on the Sega Genesis Mini that came out September the 19th of this year. I was going to do a review on it, but I've been super busy with work. Plus, it's like a million videos online and on YouTube about this mini console, which, by the way, I think they did an awesome job on. M2 did a real good job on the emulation. I hear people talking about saying it has a bit of lag. I mean, to the regular consumer eye, you can't tell. And for the consumer, the price of $79.99, it couldn't have been any better. I mean, you couldn't buy any of these games for that much. Most of them anyway. Like, you can't buy Castlevania Bloodlines for $79, you know? It has a little Sega CD thing that you can take off at the tray on the side, and that blows my mind. They even had like additional accessories like the 32X and the Sega CD attachment, which you can get on eBay and Amazon, but I've only seen the PAL version. So if anyone has information on them selling the North American version, leave comments below and tell me what site to go to, because I'm interested in getting one for the North American version. Now, with that said, getting into the video, now the first Sonic was released June the 23rd of 91. Sonic is one of those games growing up, when you saw it, you just had to have it. They had the commercials with the blast processing and the commercials with it being so fast, it's like he's going off the screen, you know. And Mario, comparing it to Mario was kind of slow, you know. And with everything, you know, it's kind of like Sonic it came out at the right time, because see, Sonic was like 16-bit and Mario was like 8-bit. It was a big jump. I mean, the background was more detailed. You had way more moves. Instead of getting coins, you got rings. To keep him going, you had to actually like keep a ring in him. The good thing about the rings, if you got hit and the rings got knocked out of you, you could actually go get them as they was getting knocked out of you. Now, Mario, on the other hand, if you got hit by a turtle or something, you would automatically die, especially if you were small. Now, if you got like the fireballs and you was like the white Mario, now he was at his peak, but you would still go down to a size, but then the next hit, you would die. Now, the only way Sonic would die if you only had 0 rings. Now, most of the time, you had more opportunity to get rings quicker than Mario could get coins, because rings was pretty much everywhere. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came out November the 21st, the year of 92. So like a year later, and it introduced the spin dash. You know, I like that. And it introduced Tails, his sidekick, just like Mario had Luigi. You know, they have to have a sidekick. It was the spin dash is where you like tuck his head and you can hit the button and you can let it spin and you can let it go, and it would be good for like knocking out the crabs and those little volcano type cyborg robots things, you know, the little mini things that you can get and knock out or whatever. Now, the Mario series, they made 3D and they made the Sonic games 3D as well. You know, growing up, I think Sonic was a part of everybody's childhood. Mostly everybody. You could have been from 20 to 30 to 40 years old. Somebody in your family plays Sonic, and somebody had the game. Your families, your friends. I mean, somebody had Sonic the Hedgehog. Mario and Sonic are both pretty much one of the best games, I think, in video game history. Sonic is probably by far the most trend-setting at the time it came out, because everybody wanted Sonic the Hedgehog, you know. Now, on the whole politics things, I just want to say, when people ask you who you voted for, I hate that, because here's the thing. People only ask you that to pick to see what type of person they think you are, or to prejudge you. Take it how you want to take it, because if you tell them the name that they didn't vote for, they already prejudge you, because that's why the next question is, why did you vote for that person? And in reality, most people that vote only vote for a party because their family voted for that particular candidate, whether it's Democrat or Republican. And let's clear this up. People that run for president already have money, meaning they're already pretty much rich. Because if they wasn't rich, they wouldn't have the funds to put up for a campaign. And let's face it, if you don't have money to put up for a campaign, you can't run. People like us, everyday people that's in the politics, or we actually know what we're talking about and actually have good points, and we can make certain moves to actually change the country, to put it in a better perspective or a better state. We don't have any money like them. So, I mean, without the funds, Jack, it ain't gonna happen. And politicians, they tell you what they think you want to hear anyway. And that's the messed up part, because here's the thing. When they tell people and feed them a bunch of lies, people actually think that they're going to change. Hell, most of them are not going to even attempt to make a change. And that's the bad part about it. So, people, when you vote for a person, and now do your research. Actually vote for that person that you think's a good candidate for the job. And me personally, I think all politicians put on a mask. Don't vote for that person because they're black or they're white, or you think they're funny, or you think they look good and all that. Actually try to vote for somebody that you think that would actually attempt to make the country a better place and suitable for your situation, And just to tell y'all, just to let y'all know, to put it in perspective, when a president gets elected and after they are not the president anymore, they get pensions, they have all these perks. So that person is still going to be rich. Whether y'all like it or not, most of them doesn't want to make a change. They just want to say, I was the president at one point. That's what I think personally. But it's just something to put in perspective. Y'all just think about it, okay? Now, it's been your boy, Centel, NBA Live Bolton, and I'll be back at you with another one. Doggy dog.